What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video of God Clips, and today we are going to be reacting to Fortnite Global Championship 2025 Day 1 in Game 1 from their end game. So this is below 50 players, so let's check out this end game right now.
What's happening on height, though? Queasy,
oh my god,
Mustache,
Queasy and Mustache are taking height.
Can you think of anything different to ever take place in the
I
end
knew
game
that
lobby,
this was
Jacob,
gonna
than seeing
happen.
Queasy immediately try to challenge and take height for himself? You can already tell the Gentlemates are going absolutely ballistic right now. Swizzy and Mustache just following through Queasy's commands here out of their IGL, but they've got the entire lobby in their sights. It's all about maintaining their positional control.
Oh, they actually found themselves 66 below, but you can see immediately with that minigun and some pre-edits, they're able to kind of take him down, grab that elimination. Loot and Storm Surge all being accumulated in a blink of an eye, kind of leaving Pixie and Marius by themselves. The good thing though is they're 568 damage above the threshold. The bad thing though, their loadout, their material count, that one is not looking good. 5 bandages, luckily they don't have any HP missing yet, but they have a max pull all across the water to the other side of that island. It's not going to be easy for a single person in this game, but there goes Malabuka. Nice drop on the Hottie. He needs it, and he needs it now because he's barely above that damage threshold.
And that's the kind of refresh that Marius was hoping to find, but instead it's going to be all Malabuka. But no, he's going to actually be forced to keep charging forward. He doesn't even get a chance to try and collect that body loot off of Hottie. Fortunately, he still has a good amount of materials and just beaming a minute as he trails behind him. The Fizz crash pad combination just taking him so far, but when you're in
the Vision
this
crash
position,
pad
Jacob,
with the slide is like really good movement.
You're just hoping out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, you just got to take it one step at a time. You can't get too ahead of yourself, especially if you hear action going down around you. You got to use that as a distraction, try to get out. But Marius finds himself in a tough spot. Well above the damage threshold, and another elimination on the eye drop, but he is by himself as a solo with a rotation to make. Now he's just getting ticked away little by little. Talon is able to finally take him down. That's a big confidence boost for a team like that.
Of course, but Height has had a couple of developments here. Striker and Kadu, we saw them posturing a little bit earlier on before that last rotate. This next pool is going to send everyone packing, though. Reason, Mr. Savage Chap definitely setting up a visual's actually going to be one of the first to try and move into the next position. Cisco, Kaidu, Striker, though, right up above. Kanata, Rapid, and Bolts trying to see if they can be a threat. But if you're going to be in this height position, you've got to make sure that you are controlling, funneling players away from height, away from secondary height even. But with the crash pads in play, Jacob, that's going to be so difficult.
Yeah, you got to watch out, too.
Yeah, different version on height. Did they just
underneath, they're probably having their eye on the high ground.
Just give up on
damage
height?
on the King Phaser PH Sin.
They're still alive. They're just
on
gonna,
him,
like,
forcing him
give
to
up on
retreat
height,
just a little bit. As Tayson just building his way up, he knows he doesn't want to be stuck on that mess on the low ground. And even NA West in the elimination feed going crazy as Arkansas will take down King Phaser and PH Sin with a little help from Chap. But
Tayson's got such an excellent position in that secondary height layer now, shooting towards that front side of zone. It's only Clix and Iyamzo. They lost Higgs somewhere along the way. Iyamzo doing what he can to claim a little bit of space here next to Clix, but ideally, they're going to have to duke it out in the low ground, Jacob. They need a big refresh. They've got to keep that material count high, but Mustache, he's actually fallen the mid ground, getting a little bit too chaotic, and he just couldn't break through.
Yeah, Chicho's the one that gets the down, but Kadu's the one that steals away the elimination and getting a lot of loot for their efforts. Queasy trying to do the same thing. Steal whatever is left back from Mustache. And you're seeing there's a decent amount of loot. The Flowberry Fizz, probably the most important part of the entire loadout that he has in that inventory is Veno, Clixie, Vico. They're still down below. They're trying to claim space, and with a minigun, that's just going to be a little bit easier. But with no extra shield, Vico's got to play a little careful here not to take too much damage. Swizzy, Queasy, same thing, but they have multiple splashes. They got the slurp juice. They got the key to success in their inventory.
But they don't have the materials, so that's why Queasy just drops all the way down to ultimate low. They're hoping that they can pick up an elimination or two and then maybe look to try and challenge for a retake on height. They know how scuffed everybody's looking at here, but Vico finds that elimination onto Art. That's going to be a massive refresh here. Vico, though, getting beamed the moment that he tries to make a layer swap. He is immediately put down into the dirt. Clix fighting for his life still in the low ground, but he just can't hang. Off ball's going to be the one to take take him out.
Yeah, even though clicks went down, the damage has been felt for that team that he just took out 2 different players in a tough situation. That's Tayson, Chicho, they're trying to look up, but that minigun is just causing so many distractions. They have to focus on getting to the front side of the zone, but they're being persistent. Down goes high ground. This is their chance. They're looking up. Striker gets cracked. He gets knocked all together. Cisco's taking damage. He's going to fall as well. Chicho is absolutely insane. And him and Tayson, they go from the on-spawn
that AR is kind
to
of
high ground in the
crazy.
end game.
But they're still gonna need materials. Chicho has 0 build left to his name. All of his material count dropped to Tayson. Swizzy still holding his own as well. Deep inside of these ultimate low ground layers, he's looking to try and maybe cut off bolts in the process. But Kanata, Rapid, can the double revive actually be a success? And sure enough, it's a fully intact
they're
trio
just
versus
waiting
the
for him.
CF
Oh,
Reason finds a big
Reason,
elimination
double.
onto Swizzy though, and
Chat,
Shaq going to
Mr.
immediately
Savage
drop
dead.
back. Tayson still on the high ground.
They're taking
This is
good
looking
high
lined
ground.
up for
That's
Tayson to
good.
bring it home.
That was a huge knock for both.
Oh my god, the minigun on Shaq. I'd be so mad if I got killed by a legendary
It's going to be
minigun.
Rapid, Kanata, and Bolts. Ow, that's not my fault. I didn't curse him, but it
That's
is
fine.
now just one less player that they have to worry about. Tayson trying to drop down low, but maybe a little too soon. Chicho
Checo's
as well.
down.
He gets shot
And Kanata, Rabbit, and Bolts
Steal the game.
win game 1. Yo, they're so happy.
It's for the victory
Oh,
royale.
that's game
He's been
1.
saying how confident he's been feeling all week long, Jacob, and after that performance, I
Game
can't help
1
but
goes
believe
to
it.
Volks, Rapid, and Kanata. Here's our top 10. We got UBL, Mixon, Focus, in 10 with 41. Fraser, King, and Phoenix with 46. We got Chadu, Tisco, and Striker with 48. Correct me if I'm saying names wrong. We got Queasy, Murstache, and Swizzy with 58. Sako, Art, and Chauvins with 63. Chat Reason and Mr. Savage with 64, but are tied with Vico, Vino, and Flicky. And then at 101, Volts, Rapid, and Kanata, and Higgs, Checo, and Tyson with 106. So let's go into game 2.